roads aren't too bad. On this side, behind me, there's some decorations that are poorly placed. It's actually going to be a very nice day today. I hope to be outside enjoying the sun rays, but I just wanted to touch base with everybody and find out how you all are doing wherever you may be. And I don't know, I was just having a moment, kind of like an epiphany. I was, for whatever reason, amongst a friend who was listening to some music, and it was older 90s, mid 90s, that kind of stuff, right? So got me to thinking about Tupac and his life and how he created the character that he became. I was talking about his last, I think one of his last albums, if not his actual last album, Machiavelli. And, well, I wasn't really talking about it, I was just like side noting that it was written, I guess from beginning to end, about a person who fakes their own death. And it's based, well, the name is an actual character from history who did the same. And we all know that Tupac went to the Baltimore School of Art and Design, and we all know that you gotta do certain things to be part of Hollywood and to be fortunate enough to be famous, right? Quote unquote, fortunate enough to become famous. So, you also know that sometime in the 60s, maybe even earlier, the CIA started to get their hands in the film industry so that way they could be portrayed accurately and in a positive way, right? So how is it that I was thinking, like, these people have a role to play from beginning to end. This is the show. Anything that you can see on TV is part of a script, a major script, a bigger script. Whether they know it or not, you know? So, I wonder how many people are actually involved in, from beginning to end, from the beginning of their career to the end. They know that they have this script to play. And, okay, through the script, they know that they're going to be, bam, killed off and retired by 30, 35, 17. Because it causes controversy, it sells records, it causes people to worship man or men or celebrities, false idols. It causes them to distract themselves from God and their true purpose. They're out here talking about all of these awful things: money, sex, drugs, chasing paper, being, you know, I can't even mention some of the other things that they, because it's all gonna, you know, go against community guidelines. So we'll just say that, you can see now where they put our decorations today. That looks like such a real cloud. I'm almost fooled. Side note, distraction. Like, we have fallen in love with all of these things. We are the only species on the face of the earth willing to pay to be on Earth. Why? Who convinced us that that's the way it's supposed to be? Celebrities? False idols? Kings? Queens? Who says? I'm pretty sure a lot of them understand their mission, that they are in fact honorary initiated CIA members until they can figure out how they're gonna work their script to the best for the propaganda to work the most. And they get inducted. And maybe he's right. Maybe he did fake his own death. Maybe a lot of them faked their own death and are in fact living either elsewhere on some private island or recycled into a different role then. There's some stunning similarities between past personnel, we'll call them, and present. Certain ones, younger versions, older versions, stunning similarities. So, the show, are you being indoctrinated into it? Do you buy into what is seen on TV as being real in any sort of way? Whether it's through the CNN or MSNBC or any of those corporate news networks, Disney, I'm trying to think, Fox, any of the music industry, any of the political, any of it, it is all part of propaganda. And it has been for a really long time. And if you don't believe me about the CIA's involvement in that particular district of California, you should look it up, because it is in fact a fact. And so, how much of the spell are you under from them broadly casting their spells into your eyes and mind? Only real eyes realize the real lies. And they've been spoon feeding it all to us for a really long time. It never really occurred to me that it was as extensive of a network as it probably is until recently, today, and how I bet, I really do honestly, and this is just my opinion, I really do bet that a lot of them get their script, so to speak, from beginning to end. They kind of know what's going to happen. They just don't know how until that particular scene is ready to be written. And then they act it out. Maybe that's why Anne Heche, I think that's how you say her name, sat up in her body bag. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. But maybe she didn't realize that they didn't cut scene yet. Do you know what I mean? It's just me being a tinfoil hat person. But I could see how. I mean, they make everything else look real. Why not make something like that look real also? And then it built up drama around what was she supposed to be doing. And it was supposedly not halted because of her death. It continued forward anyway, but I've never looked into it because it was something that people thought was different. If anybody in Hollywood is different like that, several Hollywood people would be gone. Major names. So she didn't bring anything different to the table. She didn't, yeah. Anyway. Publicity stunts and whatnot. You understand what I mean? Everything on the television tells lies to your vision. And then they give us these sky decorations to make sure that the vitamins enter our system and keep us entertainable, hypnotizable. I'm sorry for this long rant. This really was a rant, and I didn't know how to start it out, which is why I was so hesitant earlier in the introduction, because I love you guys. I love you a lot, and there is a reason why they want every home to have television. Multiple of them. And I don't usually promote books, authors, or anything like that, and I don't also promote the Left Behind. I believe that we all better armor up, because all of our eyes are going to see things that we never thought we would before. We will all be tested for our faith, and the kingdom of heaven only comes to those that are the most faithful, not the ones that are going to be swept away in some miraculous upbringing from the clouds. That's not what that scripture means, but I'm neither here nor there. That it's not what I'm talking about at the moment. I do believe that the Left Behind series, I forget who it's written by, but it's a pair of guys that got together. I believe that the Left Behind series gave us a lot of clues, or accurately predicts what is coming. So imagine we're all going to be here. If you read that series, read it as if you are going to be here, because these things will befall upon all of the earth. Get ready, armor up, and turn off the television. I love you all. Have a wonderful Monday, and be thankful for 3 things. I'm thankful for eyes to see, ears to hear, and the mind to put it all together, even as hindsight. Some things you can't see until hindsight, because then you can watch it play from beginning to end, So, I love you all, and stay blessed.